All right, so how many people have done CrossFit or Iron Tribe or anything like that? All right, so we all know, it's fun, it's hard, it's gonna get you fit. A lot of people, I think, I'm gonna have Kate pass this out. This is just like an overview of CrossFit, tells you everything about it, why we do it the way we do it. A lot of people, I can't tell you how many times I've heard CrossFit is, I got to get in shape to do that. I can't just walk in the CrossFit gym off the streets and, do the workouts. It's impossible. Well, that's not the case. A lot of people, I think, have had bad experiences in CrossFit where the coaches and the trainers, don't understand what they're doing, don't understand how the body works. And I think that's a very important thing. If you don't understand that, well, then you can't understand how to make people better and get people into shape. So what we do, CrossFit is, the definition of CrossFit is constantly varied functional movement performed at a high intensity. So we think that the best way to get people in shape is the intensity. And it's just like I was telling them, you can take any workout you want, whether it be running, whether it be weightlifting, gymnastics, just your basic movements like push-ups, sit-ups. You can make those movements as hard as you want to if you go hard, if you perform those movements as fast as you can. Okay? So whether you're lifting 135 pounds or 400 pounds, if you want it to be hard, you can be hard, but you're going to train it different ways. So you've got, on the weightlifting, you've got the heavy weights. You're going to lift for reps some days, so you're going to build your strength, not only your strength, but your muscular endurance so that you're able to last. So when we have new clients come in, we do a 101, go over all the different movements, show them proper mechanics, how to keep good form. The most important thing being that we maintain a neutral spine position, maintain that lumbar and thoracic curve. All right, so they'll come in, and go over all the movements, and we do usually two 101s where we're going over all the movements, and then we'll have them come in one more time, make a little mini WOD for them where we might do just some basic movements without weights, like we'll row, do some push-ups, air squats, sit-ups, just to kind of get a basis, an idea of where their fitness level is, so we know how to modify for them, what movements they can do, whether their flexibility, mobility is where it needs to be. A lot of people come in and they have trouble doing air squats. That's nothing to be embarrassed about. Not everybody's going to be able to get down here and sit comfortably. Keeping their weight in their heels. So we'll start out. We'll get them up against the wall and do wall sits, where you're not scared to fall backwards. You just go down as far as you can. If this is as far as you can go the first day, that's fine. Each day we'll just keep getting progressively better and better and better. So it's not, don't think you have to be some insane athlete to come do CrossFit. If you can't do overhead squats, holding weight over your head, we can move the weight down. We'll do back squats. If you can't do that, if you don't want to lift weight, do air squats. Air squats is something you can do at your house. You don't have to come to the gym to do that. If you have a day, just can't make it to the gym today, work's been tough, you're working long hours, just go home, do some air squats, do as many air squats as you can in a minute, then rest a minute. After that, do push-ups, as many push-ups as you can for a minute, rest another minute, then do sit-ups, as many as you can in a minute, and rest another minute. Do like 3 sets of that. You'd be surprised, what 10 minutes a day of exercise is going to get you if you keep that intensity up. A lot of people go to the Golds or Planet Fitness, and they'll spend 3 hours in there, and out of that 3 hours, they probably worked out 20 minutes, because they'll go and they'll hit a heavy bench press, and they'll get off of it and come over here and talk to somebody for 2 hours, and they'll walk back over there.
You see that?
Walk back over there, look in the mirror, do their isolation curls. That's cute, but let a leopard get after you in the jungle, and let's see you get away from that, big boy. So, I mean, you got these big guys that are, walk around like this, build out chest, I'm just like, all right, man, come catch me. You get halfway up, down the street and they're laying there having a heart attack, so, just because you're big and muscular, that doesn't mean you're in shape, I see a lot of bodybuilders, they get to about 30, 40 years old, heart attack, because their cardiovascular health isn't where it wants to be. So we want to, our goal is to get people healthy and to do it safely. I think a lot of people are scared of CrossFit because there's so many negative articles. For every positive article about CrossFit, there's probably 5 negative ones out there. But it's just like Rich Froning said. He said, somebody at ESPN asked him, why do you think, people say all this negative things about CrossFit? He's like, probably because they don't do CrossFit. Probably because they've never done it before. So it's something, anybody can do. We have people from, 13 years old. I think Jacob's 13.
Yeah.
We have people from 13 years old all the way up to, 65. My mom did it for a few weeks. So anybody can do it. It doesn't matter if you're tall, short, skinny, big. It doesn't matter. Anybody can do it. Everything's modifiable. So you come in there, you can't do pull-ups. Well, that's fine. We have rings set up, and we'll just pull on those rings. And what you'll do is you just walk your feet in, and you'll slowly build those muscles up, and eventually you'll be able to do those pull-ups. When we graduate from ring dips, we have heavy-duty bands that take the resistance off, and it equals. I think the biggest band equals probably taking off 85 pounds of your body weight. We'll put those on the pull-up bars, and we'll do those to slowly build that strength up, and work on technique. The most important thing for I think most people coming into CrossFit is the flexibility. Stretching is very important for every class. We always warm up. We'll do a run or a row, slowly. Get that heart rate up, get those muscles loosened up, and we'll all sit down for about 15 minutes. Work on mobility, do some air squats, work on our hamstrings. Some squat holds are really good, get those quads good and loosened up. So we'll do shoulder mobility with the bands, really stretch those shoulders out, loosen those ligaments up. That's where a lot of people will end up hurting their shoulders if they're doing an overhead press, is all those ligaments are super tight. And you really want to get them loosened up for that. So pretty much, I think everybody thinks CrossFit's so hard and we can't do it, but how old's the oldest lady in the CrossFit Open right now? 72?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I mean, you have a 72-year-old woman, doing CrossFit competitively.
Yeah.
Competitively.
It's all about prolonging that longevity of fitness and functional movements for everyone. So it's keeping you out of the nursing home. It's allowing you to pick up your grandchild when you're 70 and not struggle with it, So CrossFit's a great thing as in regards to longevity for fitness. So.
Yeah, but I think a lot of women especially, they think they're gonna look like me if they do CrossFit. Look at Kate, she's pretty, she doesn't look like a she doesn't look like a man, you can tell she's fit, but she doesn't look like a man. Just because you do CrossFit doesn't mean you're gonna get.
Let's arm wrestle, come on.
Now let's get strength and size do not directly correlate. I promise. So coming in, lifting heavy is important. If you look on bodybuilding.com, I think the other one, a good website, good source is Science Daily. Is that a website? I think it's Science Daily. But here lately, I've been reading up a lot about weightlifting and size and strength and all that. But the reality of it is lifting heavy does not make you bigger. Lifting heavy makes you stronger. Now, if you're bigger, then you have to be stronger. So the thing is like, if you want to get bigger, you're going to have to get stronger. But if you want to get stronger, you don't have to get bigger. There's plenty of guys. There's plenty of Chinese dudes over in, on the Olympic lifting team that make me look like a little girl. And they're probably half my size. So size and strength don't necessarily correlate. And I've explained this to the women in our gym because they're like, I don't want to do as much weightlifting. I want to do, more cardio. I don't want to get big. And I'm like, just trust me. I said, that weightlifting is going to build your basal metabolic rate up more so than that 20 minutes of running you do. Because in running, all we're doing is tearing down that muscle. We're not building anything. We're burning some fat, and you might burn a little bit more after, 20 minutes directly after that run, but throughout the rest of the day, your body's not doing anything. You've actually lowered your BMR. With weight training, you're building that lean mass. You're boosting up that BMR, so your body is burning calories throughout the day. When you sleep, your body during weight training, your body releases more testosterone, more growth hormone, more insulin growth factor. So that's what causes your metabolic rate to go up, is that you're burning fat. You're using that fat and able to burn that throughout the day, whereas just in a running regimen, you're tearing down your muscles, lowering your BMR. So that's why weight training is important. It's not to build you up and get you big and bulky, it's to tone you down, get that fat off, and that's why we do that. That's why we have weight training. In CrossFit, you're going to do it all. You're going to do gymnastics. You're going to do running. We don't leave it out. It's still good for something that's going to build that lung capacity. It's going to build your body's ability to just keep going. But we don't do it so much as it's going to have a negative effect to your muscle building. And then we do gymnastics. We'll do pull-ups, muscle-ups, box jumps, toes to bar, knees to elbows, do all kinds of different movements. Burpees, we do bench press a little bit. So we still get a little old school in there. I know you probably like to bench press a little bit.
No, you still.
So, don't worry, we still do that a little bit. Do a lot of Olympic lifting, but we're not gonna, get you in there and tell you to go power clean, 200, 300 pounds right off the street. We're gonna make sure you keep good form, stay safe, and most importantly, just get fit. But we're offering a special rate for you guys, you Med West employees. So you can tell the people who aren't here to come check it out. But we're gonna do $120 a month, and that's 5 days, actually 6 days a week, because we have a class on Saturdays. So it's $120 a month. You can come twice a day if you want to. So I don't know if any of y'all are interested in that.
You guys
right now
can
we
come
also
try it for, go ahead, sorry.
Right now we also have a $40 rate for the first month. So no contract, no nothing. Just come in, $40. Try it out for a month. If you like it, we'd love to have you. If not, we hope you learn something. And we hope it's not because you don't like us that you don't stay. So any questions? Does anybody like to ask anything? Anything I didn't touch on? I know I kind of jumped around a lot.
How does diet factor into y'all's workout? I mean, do you stress anything other than just general healthy eating?
I think Leah, would be, 'cause she's been doing CrossFit for a while. That she'd be better to answer that. But a lot of CrossFitters, I have an issue with the fact that a lot of CrossFit people say paleo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's great if you have celiac, but not everybody needs to take grains out of their diet. Not everybody needs to take white potatoes out of their diet, or rice, or beans, or peas, anything like that, or dairy. So I think it's just about eating clean and finding what's right for your body, and getting with somebody like Leah, that can tell you that. Mm-hmm. It's also what kind of goals do you want? Are you wanting to build mass, or you want to get bigger, or you wanting to tone down? I think, am I right? That probably plays a lot of
They
part
don't
in that.
Clay and Kyle and Kate, they don't ever push paleo or anything. They always talk to our clients. Obviously, they can come talk to me too, but they talk to their clients about just clean eating, eating more whole grains, low fat dairy, yogurts, cheeses, stuff like that. But also eating higher protein,
I think staying away
diets
from
and-
sugar is probably
Yeah.
the biggest thing that you would need to keep out of your diet as far as, clean eating and all that stuff.
Right.
So.
And the other thing with CrossFit, it's like accountability and like
Yeah.
having people at the gym that you see every day that work out. I mean, that's the biggest thing for me is like the friendships and the accountability that you have and people pushing you. You know, I wasn't there yesterday and Kyle already asked me where I was. You know, so
Yeah.
it's somebody there that's pushing you and wanting you to get better. And, you know, this gym's particularly, you know, they try to get your goals, see what you want to do, what you want your results to be, and try to, you know, push you to that. So
Yeah.
it's a very positive experience.
It is.
Yeah, I know I've jumped around a lot. It's not really my comfort zone. I'm more of a clang and bang kind of guy. I like the weightlifting. I like to make a few trips down to the weight buffet. You know, so I'm kind of like a fish out of water here. But you know, I hope y'all got a little bit out of it. Did you say you have a question?
Yeah, just for folks maybe on the road some, trying to maintain consistency of a workout is often important. So it
Yeah.
gets out of your routine. But just, you mentioned a couple of the at-home
Yeah,
exercises, but like if you're on the road or something like that, just a few other examples of things you could.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I went down last year to Florida for about a week. I was like, this is like I am addicted to working out. If I go, you know, Clay has to make me take a rest day. Like it's like, man, you're gonna overtrain. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go crazy and kill somebody if I don't work out today. You know, so down there I'm like, I'm blind. I've been working all week. I'm like, I got to do something. So I woke up 5 o'clock that morning and I ran half a mile, and I'd come back and I was actually wearing a weight vest. That's something, you know, later on down the road I'd recommend getting, because a weight vest, you can carry it anywhere, and you've got, you know, a little added weight that you can do your exercises with. And I'd run that 800 meter, did 4 rounds, 800 meter run, and I come back, do 20 push-ups, and on the push-ups we want to make sure we get all the way down, full extension, chest hits the ground, back up. I do 20 air squats. Want to try and get full depth. Try to stay in our heels. It's very important we stay in our heels so we don't come forward. Stay on our heels, and then I do 20 burpees. Burpees, all you do is go down, chest to gate, jump up, clap overhead. All right. So burpees, push-ups.
Most of the time, you put some sort of combination of that together, and that will probably get the job done if you're not able to get to the gym.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
jump rope, people.
Yeah, if you have a jump rope's good.
Sit-ups. If
Sit-ups.
you find a bench, you can do like box
Box
jumps.
jumps. Really, you could use this chair as a box jump on top of it. You know, if you're in your hotel room, just try not to break anything.
Yeah. Burpees is probably like the greatest thing you can do for yourself if you have nothing else.
It really is.
So you're hitting every spot on your body pretty much with the burpees.
You know, I've done this. I've started the clock and gone for 10 minutes and done as many burpees as I can do. Yeah.
You'll burn that piece of cake off really quick.
Real quick.
So-
Or you can do like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Like I
Yeah.
do like 10 burpees and then like run 200 meters.
Yeah.
9 burpees, run 200 meters, and that's like a 20-minute. You know, anything like that,
Yep.
a combination of stuff to
Exactly.
help keep your cardio up, but you're actually burning fat and building
Yeah.
muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
Building muscle is the key to weight loss or fat loss.
Yep.
Any other questions?
Thanks for
All good.
having us.
All right.
Will you tell where you're located again?
We're located in Vestavia off of Highway 31 by the Red Lobster. I don't know if y'all know where that is. It's right beside the Red Lobster in that shopping center behind the Gold's Gym.